Shalom. I like to say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodesh. And double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel today. And salutations to my Akim, who do this work in truth and sincerity, who are risking their lives and their freedoms to do so. As well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai. And the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we're the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. This is your brother Akali from the JMS Jamaica Kingston camp, and this video is about Esau Edom's NWO, which, based off of the scriptures, it shall fail. Alright, now we have, in these last days, the end of their rulership. Alright, they are coming out boldly and proudly announcing their NWO agenda. And for all of you people out there that are sleeping, okay, that when things are right in front of you, you continue to ignore it. I mean, you people are just slated for destruction, man. And I'm talking to you Israelites, man. All right? It is in your face, point blank period. And you people still deny. All right? But that's okay, man. Because ain't everybody can make it. There is an elect which will make it of the nation of Israel, and that's just where it's at, man. That's how Yahweh Shemishai hath ordained it. That's just the way things are. Alright, so y'all meant to be asleep, or stay asleep. Okay? But anyways, these devils are coming in proudly, and they're making their announcements. Let's just play the video.
Our exposure sites still, will they be put back in place to be listed once we are reopening? Because they're not at the moment.
We will be looking at what contact tracing looks like in the New World Order,
And that's just the way it is. We've got to accept that this is the New World Order. We've got to accept that this is the New World Order. We've got to accept that this is the New World Order.
Alright, so, you know, there have been times before where, you know, you could call it, I think they call it a Freudian slip, where, you know, they would accidentally say something. But, you know, to be honest, I feel like these devils have always been intentional in regards to that. And you know, a part of their witchcraft and their sorcery and their magic on the left hand side is that, you know, they make themselves as self-proclaimed prophets. You know what I'm saying? They announce things in their own ways, or they put it out there in their own ways. And then, like in their various forms of media, whether it is those cards, you know, those cards that show whatever, or their movies, their television shows, all of these things, they show it and then it becomes fulfilled. Okay, but these devils, man, I believe that they've always been intentional with everything, but we are in the midst of it at this point in time. All right, there are no questions about it. We're here. All right, and at the peak of their NWO agenda is, of course, that Revelation chapter 13 verse 16 to 17. Okay, so let's just get into it. All right, let's just get straight into that is gonna fail, man. This is the book of Job, chapter 5 and verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Right, so their enterprise here is referring to their NWO agenda. And yeah, it's going to get to a certain point, and they're going to use their blessing, which is that sword, and they're going to use their sword very well violently. You know what I'm saying? They're going to use it to its maximum capacity. You know, all these kinds of things. They're going to be going in hard, you know, and they're going to be coming in hot and heavy, and they are going to make their that mark of the beast mandatory, man. Okay, that's going to come, and they're going to cause a lot of people to be put to death for not worshiping their system, as it says in Revelation. Let's just get it, man. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, which is a system overall. All right, the image of the beast as well is that America is, you know, that revival of the Roman Empire. Okay, and they emulate that system and that way. Okay, but overall it's the entire system. And cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So we're coming to this point, man, and that's going to be one of their main things happening in this NWO agenda. You know, when you see what's going on in the news and everything, and you can see that that a lot of people aren't for what's going on. You know, with that entire situation, a lot of people aren't, they're not with it. You know what I'm saying? But the wicked elite of Esau Edom, they don't care about that, man, because according to the Georgia Guidestones, all right, they intend for the population to be severely reduced anyway. So that's good news for them. All right, and you see, that's why they're also just pushing through, and they don't care, man. All right, Biden made his announcements yesterday and everything, okay? But this is the times that we're in. Another precept to show you that their NWO is going to fail. This is Job chapter 20, verse 21. No, 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency. See what sufficiency says here. He shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And the wicked here is talking about the laborers, man. Aimal. Alright. When he's about to fill his belly, Yahweh Shemishai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Right. So when it is that they feel like they accomplished, or they're, you know, they're sitting at the table and they feel proud with what they've done, with all the murder and the slaughter that they're about to do and everything. All right, and their NWO has become mandatory worldwide. I mean, hear about NWO. The mark of the beast has become mandatory worldwide, and all these things, man. And they're feeling happy and comfortable. Yahweh Shemishai is just going to take them out of relationship just like that, man. And this is the spirit that Yahweh Shemishai hath put on these devils, man. That spirit of being of pride. You know what I'm saying? But these devils, man, they are extremely delusional. Okay, because they truly think a part of how they're built is that they truly believe that everything's going to be going well for them, that their houses shall continue forever. Let's just get that, man. Let's see. I know it's in Psalms, but you know. Psalms 49 verse 11, their inward thoughts, you see, is that their houses shall continue forever and their dwelling places to all generations. They shall call their lands after their own names, right? So they actually believe that they'll continue forever, man. There is some delusion on them that makes them believe that they're going to get away with everything, but they're not going to, you know? As it says in the book of Job, man. I think it's in the same chapter, actually, 20, let's see. Verse 3. Verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, right? So you have been triumphing, okay? Everything has been successful for you, all right? Which that's a part of the blessing that was given unto you, but it's only for a little season, as it says in Revelation chapter 20, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, right? A wicked kingdom cannot stand, man, all right? The kingdom of righteousness is on its way. Yahweh Shemishai is righteous, okay? So wickedness cannot stand forever. And the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, right? So let's just go down further into this. Though his excellency mounts up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Right, so it's going to come to the point where, yes, they're going to be, their NWO is going to fail, and they're going to be knocked out of rulership, man. All right? As it says in Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 8, I believe, for because of unrighteous dealings, injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, right? So the kingdom is being translated right now at this moment in time to us. We are seeing the fall of the so-called white man at this moment in time. And it is happening very quickly in this moment in time, man. Okay, we don't have much time left here. But it's going to get to the point when he's knocked out of power and then he's put into slavery. Revelation chapter 13 verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Alright. So he's going into captivity. And then at the end of his captivity for the 1,000 years, right, he's going to face this. He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more behold him. Right. So we're not going to see this devil after a period of time, man. Let's go to the book of Obadiah and just jump to verse 18. The house of Jacob shall be a fire, representing the southern kingdom Israelites, you so-called Negroes. And the house of Joseph a flame, representing the northern kingdom Israelites, you so-called Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. And the house of Esau for stubble, who's a so-called white man. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken it. Right? So there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. Edomites won't exist anymore, man, after the 1,000 years of their captivity. Okay? Let me get one more scripture, man. Just knock it out the ballpark with it. Is it Isaiah? Could be Jeremiah. 14 and verse 21. No. Isaiah then. 14 verse 21. Yes. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. Okay? Now, you people need to understand, okay? And really, I'm talking on to the scoffers, you know. I know the elect, y'all get it. Okay? That you are your forefathers because reincarnation exists and it's real. So you are your forefathers. Okay? No, you are not your father. Your father is a different spirit. Your father, alright, begat you. That's a different spirit. But I believe it's what, something like every 3 or 4 generations you come back. Okay? So you are your forefathers. That they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. Right? So that's just a further point, man. That these Edomites will be done away with. But they are severely delusional with everything that's going on. And they're coming with great wrath at this moment in time. Let's get the word delusional real quick. Delusional. Characterized by or holding idiosyncratic beliefs or impressions that are contradicted by reality or rational argument. Right? So if these devils, okay, since they believe that things will continue as is, they're delusional. Because it won't. They're going to be knocked out of power, man. Their NWO isn't going to last forever, man, perpetually. Typically as a symptom of mental disorder, right? And that's one thing about these devils, man. They have severe mental disorders, man. I mean, just think about it, man. Think about the ways of Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? Think of their ways from the... Boy. Everything that is wicked. That's how they're built. Okay? So that's just where it's at, man. Alright? With that, I'd like to say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Shemishai, Bashem Kodesh. Wa Abad Babal. Shalom.